Well, good morning, y'all. This video's running a little late this morning. I was having problems getting inspired with what to talk about, what direction to take, etc. So, was doing some work this morning and finally got the inspiration I needed. I was thinking about my new pal, Bigfoot Prepper. He's doing starting a book study on the book of Revelation. And I was fortunate enough, he called me Monday night. First time we had talked on the telephone. We had been acquainted through YouTube, and he called me Monday night. He's planning on live streaming this stuff and asked me to be part of the stream, and I am quite honored. So this morning I sat down with my handy-dandy King James, began looking at the first chapter of the book of Revelation. My King James has very little in the way of actual commentary, but with each verse it does pretty good about having notes or having a reference to other verses that parallel what's there. So I started going through and jotting down the parallel verses, looking them up, and one led to another, which led to another, and it just snowballed up. And I also checked the Matthew Henry commentary. I've been a fan of Matthew Henry's for quite a while. For those of you unfamiliar with him, he was a minister in England back in the late 1600s, early 1700s. And he finally sat down and wrote a complete commentary on the Bible, Genesis to Revelation. Very, very thorough work. Unfortunately, he passed before the work was done, but some of his colleagues, I believe at Oxford, finished it up for him, and they maintained his writing integrity. They did really good. Very rich work. If you haven't seen it or read it, I really encourage all of you to get a copy or look at it online, what have you. It's been one of those works where I've had to sit back and think about what's being said and had to whip out the dictionary several times just to see what he was driving at and what he was saying. Really made me think. Very good work. His thoughts on the book of Revelation, too, are very good. I don't know that he held to the traditional premillennial, pre-trib view. He almost seemed more amillennial in his views. I could be mistaken on that, but I don't think the terminology was there back in his days. So I was reading some of that, and I would copy and paste some of his notes into a Word document along with some of the other verses that went along with what's there. And just in the first two verses of Revelation chapter 1, I have about 10 pages of notes. I by no means am going to take anything away from Bigfoot Prepper. It's his study, and I'm going to let him completely lead the way. But at the same time, I want to be up to speed and be able to contribute something intelligent to the conversation. However the Spirit guides the discussion, I want to be equipped and ready to interject whatever the Spirit may lead. So I just want to be ready for whatever. So for those of you that don't subscribe to him, get over, subscribe. They're going to be Thursday nights starting tomorrow, May 6th. I want to say 5 o'clock Eastern is the time. I could be mistaken, but YouTube has the information, and we'll send you a notification when it's up. Very much looking forward to it. I met Bigfoot through his wife, Lake Ferry. Very sweet lady, y'all. Any of you don't subscribe to her, get over and do the same for her. Wonderful woman. Love both of them absolutely to death. Um, Lake Ferry has had a couple of wonderful live streams for PTSD, anxiety, depressive related issues, and those were absolutely wonderful. Blessing very much to me, and I'm sure others as well. She hasn't done much in that here lately, but I know she's a busy woman with family life and, running a home and husband and kids and all that. I know how it is for me when I was still driving years ago. Time I got home from work, I was too pooped to think about much anything else. So I think they both do remarkable stuff. And I hope none of you are like my wife was. She was too scared to read the book of Revelation. Much of the imagery that was in it and a lot of the judgments that come through there, it scared her, and she didn't want to look at it. But given the current climate of the world, the political, the economic turmoil that everybody's in, the global sickness, I think it's time to open it up and have a look. I'm seriously wondering if much of that's not upon us already, and we're just moving toward Revelation chapter 20, 21. Personal opinion, but all right, y'all. That's all I wanted to say for this morning. Get over and subscribe to them. Join us for the Revelation study. I'm looking forward to partaking in that and offer up however I can help, whatever small part that may be. So, talk to you all later.